First of all, I would really like to thank every one of you to take out time on a Sunday afternoon and attend this webinar. So, we are really grateful for that. Without wasting any time, I would like to begin with the session that we have for all of you. And I'm really sure that all of you are going to get a lot of insights today regarding IELTS and specifically the writing task too, right? So before we move ahead, I would like to quickly introduce Yuno Learning, which is the platform which has organized this webinar for you. So Yuno Learning is an edtech marketplace where you get different kinds of online instructor-led courses on IELTS, TOEFL, PT, Duolingo, and as well as at the same time, they have courses on Python, coding, and many more subjects. And all the instructors who teach on Yuno, they have been rated 5 stars by students. And till date, we have trained more than 20,000 students across India. And every course provider on Yuno, which is offering their course, we ensure that the quality is top notch. And all of them follow our cancellation and refund policies that we have on Yuno. And our support team is always there to help you in case you're facing problem with the courses or any other thing. We are always there to sort out your issues. So this is about Learning. Now, I would like to introduce our guest for today's webinar session, which is Nandita Maurya, and she's the founder of IELTS by Nandita Academy. And it's been more than 8 years since she has started teaching students IELTS, and till date, she has been able to train more than 5,000 professionals and help them with their career choices as well. And she has a 99% success record for all the students that she has trained. So from here onwards, I would like to give the screen to Nandita so that we can begin with the session. So over to you, Nandita.
Thank you, Simran. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. And hello, everybody. If you are listening to me and if you're active, just wave a hi to me. Great. So I got a hi from Varun. I got a hi from Darshan, Fatima. Okay. Priya. Great, great, great. Lovely. So thank you so much for joining on Sunday. That's really great that you have taken time from your busy schedule and you are here. So is it possible for you to turn on your cameras? Because if I am speaking and everybody's camera is turned off, I feel that I'm talking to walls. So just a request, if you can open your camera so that I feel like this, yes, that I'm there in a class. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that you all know that the topic for today's session is related to IELTS. Just wanted to know how many of you have given IELTS before. If yes, just give me a thumbs up. Simrandeep has given IELTS. Okay. So I get only one thumbs up from Simrandeep. So I believe that rest of you, you are new to IELTS. If you are new to IELTS, just type N in the chat box. Okay, Fatima says she is new. Akhila, Omkar, Darshan, Anuja. Okay, great, great. And how many of you have given IELTS before? Just type yes. Okay, great, nice. All right. So before I begin, let's start with a game. How many of you are fond of games? Raise your hand. Okay, great, lovely. All right, let me just share my screen. Just give me a minute. All right, so the name of the game is Your Opinion Matters. So Simran is going to raise a poll, and all you are required is to give your opinion. Simran, are we ready?
Yes. So everybody, if you open the poll section in the chat box, you would be able to see three questions appearing on your screen. So I would appreciate if all of you can answer the questions pretty quickly. Okay, I see 8 people have responded.
Okay.
Okay, we have 10 responses now. I would really appreciate all of you. Please answer these questions quickly. Yes, so Nandita, I hope you're able to see the results as well.
I'm not able to see the answers. Simran?
In Google Meet, you would be able to see them.
Okay, just a moment. All right, so only 8 people responded. What about others? Okay, Sam is saying, where is the question? I believe Simran, Sam has not received the question.
So Sam, you would be able to see it on the right side of your screen. So there is a poll that would have appeared with 3 questions.
So Sam, just look at the right corner, bottom of your screen. Few dots are there. Just click on that. You will be able to see a poll and questions asked. All right, can somebody tell me what's the first question? Anyone who would like to unmute and tell me the question?
Which one do you prefer, online or classroom learning?
Yes. So the first question is online versus classroom. Okay. So how many of you have given the answer as online? Okay, let me see.
There are 12 people.
Yes. Okay, great, great, great. What's the second question? Yes, can somebody tell me what's the second question? Which one do you prefer, technology or tradition? Again, few people have given their answers. Some have written technology. Yes, Kanvi has written technology, and few have opted for tradition. Great. And the last one, which one do you prefer, individual success or collective growth? So again, how many people are there who just think about themselves? And then there are people who also think about others. Okay, so yes, there are people who think just about themselves, and then there are people who think about their friends, their relatives, and everybody. Again, so these are the 3 questions that you have received. Yes. Now, don't you think that they are very similar to something that you get in IELTS? It is a kind of opinion that is being asked. Now, I want somebody to give me an answer. Why did you choose the first option? The question was, which one do you prefer, online learning versus classroom learning? There are 12 people who voted that they prefer online learning. Out of those 12 people, anyone who would like to give me a reason why they have preferred online learning? Anybody? Come on, I want this session to be interactive. Yes, Kanvi, please go ahead.
Hello, thank you. I feel you can learn from the comfort of your place and it is more accessible. For example, something is happening in Mumbai, I can't go there. My parents won't allow, so I can learn. I have gained a lot of things from different areas in my subject. So, though classrooms
Absolutely.
have their own advantages, so because that aura is created and everything, but online, at least it is reaching where it can't reach. So that is my take on that.
Very nice, Kanvi. So we can see that Kanvi has voted for online learning, and whatever she has voted for, whatever her opinion is, it's not that she thinks that, okay, let me go for online or let me go for classroom training. There's a reason why she has chosen online learning, and whatever the reason is, she has explained the reason as well. Great, lovely. Then the second question is, which one do you prefer, technology or tradition? I see 17 people have voted for technology and 2 have voted for tradition. Anyone who would like to give the answer why they have chosen technology or why they have chosen tradition? Anyone? Come on. Kanvi, you have already given the answer. I want somebody else this time. Anybody else? Yes, Omkar, please.
Hi, thank you for this opportunity. Actually, technology bit more advancement is possible in nowadays because as we can see, this session is possible because of technology, and because of the technology, we can learn much more advanced because there are very much practical knowledge we directly get, and we don't have to think that much in traditional classrooms, like we have to use like how this motor works, how such types kinds of machinery work. But in the technology we can directly google it, or like we directly jump to any of the video source, and we can directly see that this is happening over there, and we get more understanding from that. That's why we prefer technology nowadays.
Great, awesome, very nice, Omkar, very good. And the last question was, which one do you prefer, individual success or collective growth? And I'm happy to see here most of the people have opted for collective growth. Very good. Anyone who would like to share a reason why collective growth? Yes, Shri Kumar, please.
Yeah, collective growth, because collective growth you can find various people growing together with you. Where in individual success you can only see your success, wherein in collective growth you can find others' opinion, wherein your mistake can be rectified by others' success, wherein you can improve your faults and grow together in a more higher way.
All right, great, awesome. All right, very nice, all three of you. Wonderful answers and wonderful reasoning. So you can see that all of you, whatever opinion you have opted for, there was a reason behind that, right? So you're often asked to take a stand, just like you did in the poll. This is what happens in IELTS writing too. Whether it is about education, technology, or values, your ability to express and support your opinion is actually the key to this. Now, as I can see that there are many people who have not given IELTS before, or they are very new to it. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to just give you a brief roadmap to what IELTS is and how many modules are there. And after that, we are going to go ahead with IELTS writing task 2. All right, let me just share my screen. All right, is my screen visible, Simran?
Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet. Okay.
Yes, now it's this one.
It's visible. All right, just give me a moment, students. Of what we are going to do today. So we have started with an icebreaker. Then I'm going to give you a quick overview of the task 2, essay writing. And then we are going to go for prompt analysis, essay planning. Then I'm going to teach you how to write with an impact for your writing task 2. We are going to have certain live practice, and then we are just going to have QA session. All right. So all those people who are appearing for the very first time, students, you can look at the screen that this is the structure for IELTS exam. It is divided into four, as in you have to go for four different modules, that is listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Your listening test will be for 30 minutes, wherein you are going to get four parts. Each part will comprise of 10 questions. After that, you will have to appear for your reading. Uh, your reading will be for 60 minutes. You are going to get 40 questions. Each question carries 1 mark, and there is no negative marking. After that, you have writing. Writing is divided into two, writing task 1 and writing task 2. Writing task 1 will comprise of letter writing or report writing. Letter writing will be taken by people who appear for general IELTS, and report writing will be taken by the people who go for academic. However, task 2 is common for both academic and general, that is essay writing. Now, today's class is all about this writing task 2, that is essay writing. Last module is speaking, which is again last module, which will take place for 11 to 15 minutes at max. Your listening, reading, writing takes place on the same day. However, your speaking will take place on other day. It can either be 2 days before or 2 days after the main exam. Now you have an overview, an idea of what IELTS exam is all about. Now let's see further. Okay, now this is my writing task 2. Just to give you an overview what it is all about. Now what happens here, you already know what is the time duration, that is 40 minutes. You just get 40 minutes for your writing task 2, that is essay writing. All that you are asked is you have to give your opinion, or you have to present an argument or problem depending on the task which is given to you. Very similar to the one that you have just done in the icebreaker at the starting of the class. All of you, you have given your opinion, whether you want to go for classroom training, online training, or whether you want to go for individual growth or you want to go for personal growth. Similar kind of things will be asked here in this essay as well. We do not get any topic as you were getting in your school days or college days, that one topic is given and you're supposed to deliver an essay. Here, no topic will be given, only a situation will be given, and you will be asked to deliver your opinion with relevant examples to support your point. The time duration is 40 minutes and the minimum word limit is 250 words, which means that if you write less than 250 words, you're going to lose marks. However, if you write more than 250 words, it's absolutely fine. Nobody is going to cut your marks. But in case you are writing less than 250 words, then it is a problem for you. I hope I'm clear till here. If yes, give me a thumbs up. All right, great. All right. Then I always tell my students that the only key to success for essay writing, which is considered as the most difficult task in IELTS, is planning. Now you can see a question is there on your screen, and similar kind of question you get for your IELTS exam. Some people prefer to live in a house while others feel that there are more advantages to living in an apartment. Are there more advantages than disadvantages of living in a house compared with living in an apartment? Now, the thing is, I have two questions for you. Number one, do you understand the actual question? I'm giving you 30 seconds. You can read the question and then I'll come to you. You have 30 seconds. Read the question twice or thrice. And then I have few questions to ask. If you're done reading, give me a thumbs up. Great, great, great. Okay. So can somebody tell me what is your understanding after reading the question? Anybody? Just raise your hand. Okay. So Kandi is always the first one. Okay. Anybody else? Because I want everyone to get a fair chance. Anybody else who wants to tell what is their understanding? Or you want some more time to read the question? Okay, this time we have Sam. Okay, Pujita. All right, Pujita. Yes, please. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What is your understanding after reading this question?
So, the question is all about like how many people prefer to live in a house than an apartment, and how what are the benefits of living in a house, and are the benefits like the advantages more for living in a house than the apartment?
Absolutely. Anybody else who has a different take on this question? Anybody else who feels like they have a different understanding as compared to whatever she said? If yes, please raise your hand. All right. So this question actually says a situation is given that there are few people who prefer to live in house, whereas there is another category of people who prefer to live in apartment. Now, these are two categories of people. Now they're saying, are there more advantages than disadvantages of living in a house compared to living in an apartment? So again, indirectly, it is asking our opinion that what do I feel, that are there more advantages in living in an apartment or there are more disadvantages. So whatever my take will be, from there onwards, I am going to carry forward the question. Whatever I'm going to frame, whether it is my body paragraph, whether it is an example, or whatever is, it, it is going to be in line with whatever my understanding is. That is the reason it's very important.
Nandita, your voice is not audible. No,
Now,
now you are.
is it better?
Yes, yes. Please continue. Nandita, actually, you're on mute. Can you unmute yourself?
All right. So what I was saying is that it's very important that you should read the question at least twice or thrice before you start writing the essay. Many times I have seen students, they are very good at English, they are very good at vocabulary. However, the only problem that they have is they read a question and they start writing, thinking that they will not be able to complete the exam. But this is the right thing. Read the question at least twice to understand that what it is asking about. Now I read the question, I know after reading the question that this is what they're asking from me. They're asking my opinion. And now further, I'm going to decide that what kind of essay am I going to present. Now let's see what is the strategy for that. Okay. Before I begin with the strategies, it's very important to understand that what kind of essays are asked in IELTS exam, because every exam is different. If I go for PT, maybe different type of essays are asked. If I go for FEL, again different types of questions would be asked. However, as far as IELTS is concerned, there are four type of essays which are generally asked in IELTS. Number one, opinion based essays. It can either ask you whether you agree or disagree. It can ask you about the advantages or disadvantages. It can ask about positive or negative development. All these words, if you are getting, again, it is asking your opinion. All right. It is just asking the same thing using different words. Number two type of essay that I'm going to get is discuss both views and give your opinion. Discuss both views means if I have two sides, head and tail, I'm going to discuss head as well. I'm going to discuss tail. Apart from that, I'm also going to give my opinion. This is second type of essay that I'm going to get. Third type of essay that I can be asked is problem and solution. So maybe they ask about a certain problem, that more and more pollution is increasing, why this problem is there, and what is the solution that can be offered. So when I read the question, I know that they are asking about a particular problem. So I'm going to mention that problem, and After mentioning the problem, I'm also going to give a solution to it. Fourth type of question is direct question essays. You read the question, they are going to ask something directly, and you just have to understand the question and write whatever is your understanding. So broadly, these four categories of essay will be asked. Now, one more thing, oftentimes students ask me that, ma'am, I'm not very good at general awareness, or I'm not very up to date. So will I be able to solve essay question? Definitely you will be able to solve essay questions. See, here essay is not judging your general awareness or your general knowledge. They are going to give you such questions which actually talks about your day-to-day life. It has nothing to do with your general knowledge or general awareness. So this thing you can be very easy at. That examiner is not going to ask about my general knowledge or my intelligence. Whatever questions I'm going to get will be based on your day-to-day activity or something that you have already heard about. So far, so good? If yes, give me a thumbs up. And I'm going to take all your questions at the end of this session. Great, great, lovely. Okay. Now, students, as you know that in order to win any game, I should be knowing the rules and regulations, or what are those parameters which my judges are going to consider in order to win the game. Similarly,
Nandita, your voice is not audible, please.
now,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, Varun, why it's happening. Okay, all right, just a minute. Okay, so I was talking.
We lost you again. Can you try a headset, maybe?
Am I audible now?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, all right. So sorry for that.
Nandita, you're on mute. You're not audible, Nandita. Sorry. No. Maybe you can join from your phone and Simran can present the slides.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that.
You're audible now, sorry. You were just audible. Yeah.
Audible, okay.
Hmm.
All right, Simran.
Sorry, we lost you again. Better join from phone, please.
Hello.
Yes, Nandita.
Am I audible, Simran?
Yeah,
Okay. All right, Simran, please just help me with the slides because it's not working from my end.
sure, sure.
So we were on the type of essays. All right, so we have discussed type of essays. Can you just, yes. So I was talking about the parameters, that what are the things that the examiner, IELTS examiner, takes into the consideration while he or she has to mark your paper. So it's very important that we understand these parameters, because if we do not understand these parameters, we will not be able to deliver whatever is required from our end. So please listen to these four parameters very carefully. And for every parameter, you get band out of 9. And then they take out average and you get a final score for your writing task. Is this clear to everybody? Just raise your hand. If it is clear, raise your hand. Okay. All right. Great. So now I will explain you in detail what is meant by each parameter. My first parameter is task response. So let's understand in task response what is needed from us. Number one thing that is needed in task response is that you should be able to write at least 250 words. Number one, that I am writing 250 words. Number two is that I have answered fully the question. So for example, if let's say my question is, these days more and more people are using cell phone. Is this bad? Is this good or bad for the society? Give your answer with the help of relevant examples, right? Let's say this is the question. Now, you have given your opinion that it is bad for the society. However, you forgot to mention the example. Now, since you have not written the example, so it will be considered that your task response is not complete. It will be marked as incomplete. And you cannot score less than you cannot score more than 5 bands for this particular task response. So you need to be very careful that you answer all parts of the question. All your ideas are there. Plus, there is a minimum word limit that is 250 words. You make sure that that word limit is met. Clear? Now, moving to next parameter, that is coherence and cohesion. Now, what is meant by coherence and cohesion? Let's understand. Your ideas that you are writing in your essay have to be in a chronology. Chronology says that first I'm going to talk about my head, then I'm going to talk about my chin, then my stomach, and then maybe my leg. So if I have to talk about my essay, then my essay will be called as coherent. If my first paragraph is introduction, then I have my body paragraph, and last is my conclusion. So if you are writing your essay in this pattern, only then you can say that your essay is coherent. There are few students who are in hurry. So they start writing with the introduction and then they write something else and they write conclusion, and after conclusion they remember something else and they start writing that as well. So if you are writing in such haphazard manner, it will be said that your essay is not coherent. Clear? Then we have a term here called cohesion. Cohesion means that you have to use those linking words together, like the words that join two paragraphs or words that join two sentences. So if you're using this kind of thing, then only it will be said that your essay is coherent. For example, let's say I am starting something. So I can say first and foremost. After that, I'm presenting my second point. So I can use the word secondly. Now I'm coming to the end. I know that I have to write my conclusion. So I can write last but not the least, or I can say to sum up, to summarize, to end. So all these words will be counted as your cohesive devices, and it is going to make your essay beautiful. Next, we have lexical resource. Now, lexical resource is a technical term which is given for vocabulary. Now, many people think that if I have to get good bands in essay, I have to write very difficult or very typical words. It's nothing like that. All that is required for a good IELTS essay is that you use words that is related to a particular question. It's not that you're using any difficult word and it has nothing to do with the context. Try to use words which are related to the question, which is related to context, plus try not repeating words again and again. Let's say if you have used advantage at one point, do not use the word advantage again. Instead of advantage, you can simply use benefit, or you can use some other word. Yes, very nice, the Darshan. It's synonyms. So you have to focus on synonyms, that I am not repeating my words. Plus, you have to make sure one more thing in lexical resource, that I am not using short forms. So many students have habit of writing this kind, S wala, and. Do not write that kind of and. Write complete and. Do not write short forms, because you know what is that short form. For some other person, it can be anything, any other thing. So for example, let's say I am an engineer. For me, CS is computer science, right? Now, a person who is pursuing commerce, for that person, CS can be company secretary. So therefore, refrain from using short forms. Also, refrain from using words that you use in your day-to-day life. Avoid using words that are not formal. Informal words are not appreciated, because essay is your formal writing. Always try to have that formal language. And last is my grammatical range and accuracy. So it simply says that whatever essay you are writing, whatever sentences you are making, it has to be grammatically correct. Now, when I say grammatically correct, there are few things that are taken into account. Number one, in which tense you are presenting your answer. Number two, you have to make sure that there is mixed variety of complex structures. So I'll tell you in detail, maybe in some other class, that what are those complex structures, what kind of structures are preferred in IELTS. So there are two things. One is simple sentences and one is complex sentences, wherein you make use of certain connectors. If you use those kind of sentences, then you will be said that yes, grammatically you are doing good and you are presenting some good sort of sentences. So all these four parameters are taken into account while you write your IELTS essay. And for every parameter, you get band out of 9. And then, as you can see on the screen, you get an average of all the four, and your final score comes out of 9. Is that clear? I know it can be too much, but with the help of examples that are there in the further slides, we can understand it really well. Yes, Simran, can we change the slide, please? Simran, can we change the slide, please? Okay. Now, how to write with impact? These are the areas wherein we need to take care of. Number one, clear topic sentence. Now, what is a topic sentence? Topic sentence is the sentence from which we start a paragraph. So whenever you are starting a paragraph, it should clearly mention what that paragraph is all about. Just by reading that first line of the paragraph, I should be very much clear that, okay, this paragraph is going to talk about advantage, or this paragraph is going to talk about disadvantage. That is called as topic sentence. Many a times we write so much, we use difficult words. English is very good, but it is hard to understand that what that paragraph is talking about. So you have to be a writer of class 5 student. You must be remembering that when we were in school, I'm talking about class 4 and 5, the English books that we were getting, the English was very simple to understand at that point of time. Yes. So that kind of English we have to write, which is easy to understand, that if somebody is just reading it, the idea is clear to the reader. Okay, what this paragraph is all about. Next is logical progression. So if you focus on the coherence, that is, I'm going to start my essay with introduction, then I'm going to come to body paragraph 1, and then I'm going to come to body paragraph 2, and then I'm going to come to conclusion. If you are going to write it in this manner, then obviously your essay will be logically progressive, and it will not going to look different, and it will not let somebody to understand it. All right, so these things you need to be taken care of. Third is linking devices. So linking devices are the cohesive devices that we talked about. Try to use words like however, moreover, consequently, not only but also. Use words like to sum up, to summarize, so that the reader is able to know that what they are going to read about. And these devices, when used properly, it actually gives a very good picture to your essay writing. People are able to understand it well, and at the same time, all the paragraphs, all the sentences are very well connected with each other. Last, formal tone and varied vocabulary. So, as already said, that your essay writing is a formal setup. Avoid, refrain from using words that sound informal. You cannot use your day-to-day language while you are writing essay, because essay is a formal writing. So, refrain from using any word which you think that they are informal. Plus, varied vocabulary. As already said, try to use different words. If you are using same words again and again, your essay is going to sound monotonous, and the examiner will understand that yes, the candidate has got limited vocabulary. So chances are that if they find same words again and again, examiner is not going to read your essay completely and give you the band then and there. Clear? Okay. All right, Simran, can we have the next slide, please? Okay, now these are few common mistakes which people do. All those students who have given IELTS before, can you figure out any of these things which you have done before? Anyone who has given IELTS before and any of these things which they have done, giving repeated ideas, using informal language, or maybe off-topic examples, poor paragraphing. Many times, okay, you have not done any of these. Okay, then we will have to figure out that what was exactly the point which was going wrong for you. And then we can discuss and we can suggest that what is going to go well for you. So these are some of the common things which people usually do. Either they repeat their ideas, or they write informal language, or maybe the example which they give the example, but that example is not very much relevant to the topic. They are giving certain example which is irrelevant and it has nothing to do with the topic. At times it happens that there is poor paragraphing. So for example, the structure of IELTS writing is you start with introduction, then you come for body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and conclusion. So there might be chances that they are not following this sequence, because of which they lose their marks. Can we have next slide, Simran? Okay, now this is one magical tip that I'm providing you people. As I said, that planning is the key. So if you remember this word power, power is an acronym that stands for planning, organizing, writing, evaluating, and revising. If you follow this acronym, you will never ever miss on whatever is required for your essay writing. So here also, for planning and organizing, make sure you give only 5 minutes, not more than that. And it is very important. You can just write it somewhere. For planning and organizing, you have 5 minutes. For writing, you can take good 30 minutes. 30 minutes is more than enough, because once you have already planned out everything, you already have the structure of that, then writing is not going to become an issue. So for writing, you can take good 30 minutes of time. And for evaluation and revision, you will again take 5 minutes of time. Now, many students who are not getting bands, maybe this is the reason. They are not following this. You have to follow this power writing technique religiously. Religiously means no matter whether you are a brilliant student, but always you have to make sure that you are following this strategy. Give 5 minutes for planning and organizing, 30 minutes for writing, and for evaluation and revision, again, you are giving 5 minutes. And how are you going to evaluate and revise? You are going to evaluate and revise with the help of parameters that I have already discussed with you. You have to become your own examiner, and just you have to see whether I have followed all those 4 parameters which ma'am has discussed or not. If no, then you need to rewrite or you need to make the corrections. Good to go? Are we clear till here? If yes, give me a thumbs up. Great, 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 lovely. All right, Simran, can we have next slide, please? Okay, now this is a comparison between a band 5 to 6.5 essay and band 7 to 9 essay. So you can simply see a person who scores more than 7 or 8 band or 9 band. They are, first of all, they think deeply. They are able to jot down simple ideas that directly gives answer. No complexity is needed. Plus 5 minutes of planning is essential, right? Now, how do they write introduction? They simply paraphrase the question. Whatever idea they have, whatever opinion they have, it is very much clear in the starting itself. If I'm supporting this, it is clear at the starting itself. If I'm not supporting, I'm going to mention in the introduction itself that I do not agree with this. All right. And then, of course, you have to use good vocabulary and grammar, a grammar which is error-free. After that, you have body paragraph 1, you have body paragraph 2. So let's say if you are writing advantage and disadvantage, in body paragraph 1, you will mention just the advantages with the help of examples. And in body paragraph 2, you will just mention disadvantages with the help of example. There should not be intermixing of thoughts that some of the part you have written in body paragraph 1 as well, some of the part you have written in body paragraph 2 as well. Nothing like that. Boys in one line, girls in one line. Whatever it is there for advantages, that should be in body paragraph 1. Whatever it has to be in disadvantages, that should be in body paragraph 2. Then last we have conclusion. In conclusion, you do not introduce any new point. You simply rephrase or you simply rephrase the introduction. And after that, you also give some recommendation, future hope or suggestion. That's it. This is what my essay should be. It should not be complex in any manner. Now let me give you the structure. Simran, can you please change the slide? Simran? Yes. So students, you can just please make a note of this essay structure. As already said, your essay writing has to be minimum 250 words. So this is how, like, few people say that how many words it should comprise of. So broadly, make sure that your introduction is somewhere for 50 words. Your main body paragraph is somewhere 100 words, including example. Then main body paragraph 2 is again for 100 words, including example. And conclusion is somewhere for around 30 words. So this can be noted. So if you follow this kind of a structure, it is going to go for every parameter that I have shown you. If you want, you can just take a screenshot of the same. All right, have you taken the screenshot? If yes, give me a thumbs up. Okay, great. Simran, please change the slide. All right, let's see one example. Okay, Simran, change the slide. Okay, now let's see, this is the question that you have got. So it will be like this. You should spend about 40 minutes. Don't worry, I'm not going to take you 40 minutes. It is just the question that is going to reflect. You should spend just 40 minutes. Write about the following topic. Some people think that formal education should start for children as early as possible, while others think that it should not start until 7 years of age. Discuss both views and give your opinion. Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own experience. Let's say this is my question. My first work is that I need to decide what type of essay it is. Can somebody tell me Unmute yourself and tell me that which type of essay it is. Out of 4 types of essays that you have seen, which type of essay is this? Anybody? Anyone? Which kind of essay it is? Opinion based essay, problem solution essay? Yes, Pujita.
It is opinion-based essay.
Very nice, very good. It is opinion based essay. Just by the fact it's written over here, give your opinion. I got to know that it is my opinion based essay, which means that I have to be very clear that in the introduction itself, I have to give my opinion. That is one thing. Now, what all things have been asked here? Give reasons for your example, for your answer. So whatever answer, whatever body paragraph I'm going to write, I am going to make sure that whatever thing I'm writing, my opinion, I am giving a reason for that. Plus, I am giving relevant examples from your own experience or knowledge. So if you are just giving your opinion, if you are just giving your reason and you are not giving the example, then also your essay will be considered as incomplete, right? So this is one thing. I know that my essay is opinion based essay. I have to give reason for whatever opinion I'm giving. Plus, in my body paragraph, I have to mention examples as well. This much is clear to me. Now, some people think that formal education should start for children as early as possible, while others think that it should not start until 7 years of age. So which two categories we are discussing here? If somebody can give me the answer. Which two categories are we talking about? Anybody who wants to give the answer, just raise your hand. Anybody? Which two categories are we discussing in this question? Okay, so it says that formal education should start. Formal education is an education which a child starts getting once the child starts going to school. Before they start going to school, whatever education they are getting at home, and that is not formal, that is informal. So a question is asked that there are few people who think that formal education should start for children as early as possible, right? Whereas there are other category of people who think that it should not start until 7 years of age. So what is your opinion? So are you supporting those people who say that it should start as early as possible, like 3 or 4 years of age? Or are you with those people who say that it should not start until 7 years of age? Whatever is your opinion, as per that, your answer is going to start. Is that clear? Yes, no, maybe? Okay. I am showing you, do you want to see a sample answer for this? If you want to see the sample answer, just give me a thumbs up. Okay, you want to see the sample answer. All right, just give me a moment. All right, I'll make you read the answer. Just a moment. Okay, I hope the screen is visible to you. If yes, give me a thumbs up. Okay, screen is visible, great. So this is the question. Some people think that formal education should start as early as possible, while others think it should not. All right, we have to discuss both the views and we need to give our opinion. Let's see how it starts. So this is my introduction. What I have to do, I have to paraphrase my question. I am saying, while some people are of the opinion that the optimum time for children to begin their formal education is as soon as possible, others disagree and believe that it should not commence. Commence means start until they are age 7. Personally, I believe that the latter is better. Now you gave your opinion here. Personally, I believe that latter is better. You have done your job. Now let's move to body paragraph. Those who argue for beginning earlier base this on several reasons. Firstly, they believe that the earlier a child starts to learn, the better their intelligence will be. This is because they will have a head start over those starting later, who will fall behind. Another reason is that children will learn to be competitive, independent, and motivated as they aim to get the best scores and to complete their homework on their own. These are strong arguments in a world which these days rewards the highest achievers with the best jobs. Now, all this paragraph was focusing was on the students who start early. Now, let's see body paragraph 2. Despite these arguments, now this is my cohesive device. This is my connector. Despite these arguments, I believe starting at age 7 is the right choice. This is due to the fact that overburdening them with academic study and trying to beat others simply leads to stress. This is not a good situation for the very young, who should be encouraged to enjoy their lives, not compete with their peers. Also, focusing on play-based programs at home or elsewhere develops cognitive abilities most effectively. For example, in countries such as Sweden and Finland, children start formal education later and they have shown better schooling results than many other countries. Thus, there is clear evidence of its benefits. So I'm done with my body paragraph 2. Now simply I am concluding. In conclusion, I think that children should start school later because they can learn more through play-based activities than formal education. Formal education at an early age simply leads to stress and does not help children achieve higher grades. Are we clear? Okay, all right. So this is how you are supposed to write your answer. Now, this essay is very simple. I have not used any complex language. I have simply used different words. I have not repeated words. And whatever my idea is, it is very clear. Even a person, if that person is going to read it once, the person will understand what it is all about. That is what our aim should be, not to make things complex. That should be the first thing that we need to understand about IELTS. All right. All right, Simran, can you present your screen now?
Yeah, sure.
All right, change the slide. All right. So very quickly, let's see what are our takeaways. What have we learned? Very quickly, let's give a quick recap. So number one thing that I need to know is know your essay. What type of essay it is by reading the question. Number two, plan before you write. So for planning and organizing, I have good 5 minutes and I need to utilize those first 5 minutes. Then support ideas with examples. Whenever I'm writing my body paragraph, whether it is body paragraph 1 or body paragraph 2, I need to make sure that whatever point I'm writing, I am supporting that point with some relevant example that is related to it. And fourth, stay formal and focused. We do not entertain any informal language while we write essay. So if you are keeping these 4 pointers in your mind, plus the acronym that I have given you, power writing, planning, organizing, writing, evaluating, and revising, then you are good to go. All right, Simran, please change the slide. Okay, any questions, anybody? I know it was quite lengthy session. I'm sorry for that, for the technical glitches that happened. Any questions, anybody? Anyone? Okay, so I don't think so we have any questions. Varun? Okay, Simran, just change the slide. All right. So
There's one question, Andita.
yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
In the CBT, can we edit our sentences in between?
In the CBT, can you edit your sentences in between? Yes, you can do that. Till the time you have submitted your paper, it is absolutely up to you. You can make any sort of changes. You have the time to review your answers. Till the time you have submitted it, It's absolutely up to you. For example, while just a moment. For example, while we were writing third paragraph and changing second paragraph. Yes. I'm finding difficulty in reading tasks. Can you provide some tips? I can definitely provide you tips. However, right now we don't have much time left. It's already like 4:07 now. But yes, if we have some reading session, I can definitely help you with that. And yes, of course, if you want, you can always join this Sprinter program. That is for 5 weeks. And here we are going to take care of all the 4 modules. That is listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And 1 week is allotted to each module. Whatever questions you have, you can ask. So Simran, can you change the slide, please?
Sure.
Just wanted to show the program value to them. Okay, so the Sprinter program, whatever we were talking about, let's see that what you are going to learn. So somebody was talking about reading. So if you are part of Sprinter program, that will comprise of all the 4 modules. Listening, reading, writing, speaking. So you are going to get strategies for your accuracy and speed that is needed for your listening. And for reading, I'll be teaching you skimming, scanning, all the techniques which are needed for solving the reading paper. As in, what type of techniques do we need if I have to solve true, false, not given question. But a different technique will be needed if I have to go for paragraph heading questions. So those techniques will be discussed. Then task 1 and task 2 questions will be discussed, and I'm going to share the feedback individually, because some people will have a problem with grammar. Other people will not be able to arrange the paragraph. So whatever is your problem, I'm going to discuss in person and I'm going to give you the feedback. Plus, in speaking, I'm going to work on your fluency, coherence, and how to build confidence while you are talking with the examiner. That is one-on-one. Apart from this, you are going to get a bonus. That is, you are going to get some communication tips and the soft skills tips. So, okay, someone is asking which mode should we prefer, paper-based test or computer-based? So that is absolutely up to you. I am somebody who is not very good at computers. I go for pen and paper based. That is very easy for me. But if you are somebody who is spending a lot of time on computer, then I would ask you to go for computer based. And one more thing, you get results early in computer based. Like you get your results in just 2 days. For pen and paper, you have to wait for 14 days, 10 to 14 days for the actual results to come. All right, can we change the slide, Simran? Okay, now this is very simple why you should choose this program. So of course you are going to get live sessions. So there is nothing which is called as recorded. Of course you get this recording for those live sessions, but you will always have live classes. I will be there with you. It will be me or some other trainer who is already CELTA certified or who is TESOL certified. So you are going to get such experts who are going to train you. Next, structured curriculum. We are going to work on all the 4 modules, that is listening, reading, writing, and speaking, giving you individual feedback for all your queries. We have small batches. I do not believe in getting bulk. I want few students and I need to work on those few students because I believe in getting results. And that is the reason, touchwood, I have 99% results. So what do you get? You get daily practice, you get the feedback, plus you get the strategies, how to score good in your exam. Pujita, you have yes, you raised your hand. Please ask your query.
Ma'am, I have a doubt regarding the CBT mode. If I have to write the task 2 of writing, so is it mandatory for me to complete the task 1 first?
So the thing is that it comes in a sequence. It comes in a sequence. So if task 1 is coming first, of course you are going to do that task first because you cannot go back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't even go forward.
You cannot go, I mean, you cannot just skip that. First, you need to do task 1, and once it is done, then you can move to task 2.
So task 1 will be of 20 minutes. So it will be ended on itself by the 20 minutes and then go to the task 2.
Yes, yes. So task 1 is of 20 minutes. So obviously you can see that since it is for 20 minutes, it is carrying less marks. And nowhere
Okay.
you cannot, nowhere you will give more time to task 1.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, any other questions, students? Any questions you have related to this program, what you are going to get, anything that you have, please feel free to ask. Okay, so I don't think so we have any questions. So Simran, I believe they don't have any questions. It was nice speaking to you all. It was nice talking about IELTS, and I hope that whatever I've explained, it is going to help you in your IELTS journey. I wish you all the very best. Thank you so much, students.
Thank you so much, Nandita, for taking out time and taking this session. And I'm really sure that every student who was there, so they have enjoyed the session as well. So most of the students might be having this question that what are the next steps after this webinar? So since Nandita has already introduced her Sprinter program for all the students who are interested in taking more sessions with Nandita. So I have just shared a feedback form in the chat box with everyone. I would request you to kindly fill that. And we also give you this option to take a free calibration session. So in case any one of you wants to have a one-to-one session with Nandita, discuss about your weaknesses and how exactly to move forward, you can book that session as well. But for that, we would request you to fill this feedback form very quickly. So I've shared it in the chat box. Once you're done with filling this, please drop a thumbs up in the chat box.
All right, then. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Simran.
Thank you so much, Nandita.
All right.
Okay, so thank you so much everyone for being here in today's session, and we really look forward to seeing you in the coming sessions that we'll be organizing for all of you. Thank you so much and have a great weekend.